Hi guys, Nguyen here and welcome back to the Love Couch. In today's video we're going to talk about what defines a healthy relationship and what are some of the key elements you need to have in your relationship to make sure that it's healthy and that the love and the passion can sustain for many years to come. Well, I want to quickly share a story. I got into a relationship very early at the age of 14 when I first came to Australia. At the time, I didn't have the knowledge or the awareness or the support to help me identify what is a healthy relationship and what is a dysfunctional one. So I spent the next 6 years in that relationship being abused emotionally and physically. And when I got out, I make it my priority and make it my mission to gain as much knowledge and awareness around relationships so that I don't repeat that pattern. And in today's video, I've decided to share with you guys because nothing worse is lacking the awareness and the knowledge and spend years in a relationship later on regretting that. So I'm going to share very openly, and I hope that in this video you're going to find some valuable information and also to acknowledge your relationship if it's an amazing one, and for you to open your mind to possibility that the relationship you in at the moment might not be the right one. So I believe that in a healthy relationship you need to have, first and most important of all, is trust. If you can't have trust in a relationship, you will have no intimacy, you will have no connection, purely because at the end of the day, our DNA is designed to help us stay safe so that we can pass on our genes. And if you don't feel like you can be safe with someone, of course, you're not going to be able to feel intimate with that person. Trust also links to respect. So it's very important that if in your relationship there's any sort of name calling, any abusive behaviors, any controlling, manipulative behaviors, that you need to address them immediately. You may have to question whether the relationship or this person is the right one for you. And so I believe that there needs to be a high level of communication. There's no perfect relationship, as you know already. And it's about understanding that even in challenges time, you can communicate openly without taking things personally, without attacking the other person. And so there needs to be a level of vulnerability. It links directly to trust. So trust, respect, communication. Deep connection and intimacy is key as well in a healthy relationship. The only difference between a friendship and an intimate relationship is the fact that there's intimacy. And intimacy doesn't have to limit to just sex. It's actually being able to feel intimate with someone, having deep connection with someone. And in a different video I'll talk about different level of intimacy. There's the emotional one, so you need to be able to feel intimately and emotionally connected to that person. And I always say that dysfunctional relationship doesn't have to limit to just the abusive relationship. When two people stay together in a relationship and certainly the sex or the intimacy disappear, I also find that if you spend that 5 years in a relationship not being intimate with someone, that is a dysfunctional relationship because you haven't really addressed the underlying issues that cause the lack of intimacy or trust in the first place. I also find that in a healthy relationship you need to have a high level of individuality. What it means is that it doesn't matter how long you've been together, you're still an individual at the end of the day. It's extremely important for you to have time out without the other person feel like you're neglecting them. You need to be able to hang out with circle friends without the other person taking it personally. You need to be able to have an individual life. You also need to have an aligned vision and values. A lot of time people get into a relationship without discussing what is it that they want, and then later on they find out that they may have to compromise their own values or what they truly want. I've had clients in the past that have been together, and they find out that after 18 months they want different things. One wants to have kids and the other one doesn't. So these key things need to be discussed in a relationship. I also find that you need to also to have fun in relationship. You need to have romance. A lot of these key things need to be existing in your relationship, and if they're not, I seriously think that you might have to reach out for some help, or really have some reflection time to identify whether this is the right one for you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions at all, please feel free to send email to Jane at honeymoonforever.com.au, and make sure that you go onto the website to check in to register for the weekly video tips. Have an amazing